Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McKola, and Manchester United are going to their first final with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge as manager. Yes, how many semi-finals was it? I lost count. 4 or 5 we've been knocked out of. But this time around, against Roma, Manchester United made sure that they went through 8-5 on aggregate overall. Manchester United lost the game in Rome, but it was pretty much done and dusted when Edinson Cavani got the opening goal of the game. And Edinson Cavani, by the way, how good is that man? Now look, today's finishing probably could have been a little bit better. He gets 4-5 goals. But his finishing, his movement, his pressing, his intensity, his enthusiasm, him coming in and piling in to back the case when Mason Greenwood was getting put under a little bit of pressure by a couple of Roma players pushing him around. Edinson Cavani steams in there and deals with it. He's a proper man. One thing I remember about Manchester United when I was growing up as a kid was that 1994 team that beat Chelsea in the cup final 4-0. And I love that team. It's one of my favourites. And the reason was you looked around and you had proper geese, like men all over the place in that midfield, up top, at the back. There was no boys. It was just pure men that went out there and bullied everyone and won the game. And Edinson Cavani would have fit straight into that team. He's exactly the same. He knows himself. He knows his movement. He knows, what he can do, what he can't do. And for Manchester United, it's been absolute quality. And to think, 2 of the best strikers that we've signed in recent years have come on frees from PSG and cost us fucking 0. Yes, you heard it. And Cavani following in those footsteps, absolute quality. Probably could have had a few more goals today. But one thing he has shown is he needs to get a new deal. We need to keep him at this club for at least one season. Whether we get a new striker in a Haaland or Kane or not, I am sceptical about. I don't see that happening this summer. And with that being said, we can't go into next summer without Cavani. Keep him at this club. Get him signed up. And with him playing like this, imagine him doing that in front of a packed house at Old Trafford. Imagine him doing that in front of the Stretford end. Full Stretford end. When I was a kid, I used to always want us to sign like an Inzaghi, a Batistuta. Because of the way they celebrated their goals, just pure, one of them number 9s that plays their game in Europe and they're just pure, passion every time. And that's what I see in Cavani, and eventually it's happened. He was what we wanted Falcao to be. And yeah, excellent stuff from Edinson Cavani. Absolutely fantastic today. Our man of the match. But apart from that, I don't think, first half was okay, but we weren't very good at all. The second half, they come back into it. They get 2 goals. Dzeko, of course, scoring again. Cristante scoring again for them. United did come back, get another equaliser, 2-2 from Cavani, another good goal from him. Great finish from a Bruno Fernandes cross. But then we allowed them to go back in front again. Fred messing around with it on the edge of the box. And the thing for me today, I don't think Fred or Pogba were particularly good. But Fred and Pogba can't play as a 2. You can't play Pogba alongside Fred. You can't play Pogba alongside McTominay in that 4-2-3-1. You just can't do it. If you want to play Pogba as a central midfielder, whether it's in a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, we need a number 6. We need a top quality number 6. You'll get to the Europa League final with this midfield. You won't get to a Champions League final with this midfield. And we do need to improve in there so that you can allow Pogba and Bruno to focus on doing things further up the pitch. And what's Fred doing? Dilly-dallying it on the edge of his box, you know what I mean? We don't need to be doing that. Even Brandon Williams bollocked him straight away as soon as he did it. So we were a little bit, had ourselves to blame today. But you can understand it. Going into a game where you're 6-2 up, you get the first goal. It's easy for everyone to relax a little bit, things to get a little bit sloppy and the game to open up, especially when you got 3 games coming up in the next week. So overall, didn't matter. Job's done. Through to the final in Gdansk with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and we put that record behind us of consecutive semi-finals getting dumped out. But what this has shown us today is you got to keep Cavani. You got to get a number 6. You got to keep Pogba playing further up the pitch. And in my opinion as well, you can't let David De Gea go yet. It'd be a year too soon for me. David De Gea kept us in this game today. And that sounds incredible. But there was one point after they got their 2 goals, went 2-1 in front, and they had about 3-4 chances to score. And when I say chances, I mean clear-cut chances. If 1 or 2 of those goals go in, United start thinking, oh, shit, here we go. The pressure's well and truly on. David De Gea kept us in that game today. And in my opinion, and this isn't a reaction to this performance or a reaction to this game, I'd make sure he's our number 1 next season. Because I do think this changing over from De Gea to Henderson, whilst it should happen, and Dean Henderson's clearly talented, got the potential to be Manchester United's number 1, I feel it may be happening a year too soon. Next year, full packed houses, Champions League football, the pressure of being United's number 1 if De Gea left. What would happen to Dean Henderson then? And you can't be sure, so you need to keep David De Gea in this squad, in my opinion. And it was a top-class performance from him today. Overall, though, job done for Manchester United. Full speed ahead, Gdansk. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is taking us there at the wheel. And if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wins a trophy for us. I remember the day I heard the news. It was about 10, 11 o'clock at night when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer retired. I remember feeling this sadness. And tears nearly broke through these tear ducts. Yeah. And they didn't. I stopped myself. If he wins a trophy, I won't be able to stop myself. There will be tears. Because that man, God, I love him. Not, I have my doubts about him as a manager and whether he can bring home a Premier League trophy, a Champions League trophy. But how much he's done so far. And if he can seal that with a trophy, I don't care if it's a Europa League trophy, Carabao Cup, whatever, it's going to be tears. But yeah, good result for United. We're going to the final. Let's see how we get on there. Guys, keep tuned in. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Keep it locked to Stretford Paddock. Go check out Jay and Joel's reaction as well. The watch-along highlights with myself, Freddie and everyone. And we'll see you in a bit.